You already know what it is. Your boy Big Rock, a.k.a. Mr. Landlord, a.k.a. kind of a big deal. The #1 podcast, the #1 show in the country. We love hip hop. Shout out to PK. Shout out to my boy Friday. You know, shout out to Guttz. And shout out to everybody looking. You already know, man. We taking it to the top of the world. Peace. What it is, your boy Big Rock, a.k.a. Mr. Landlord, a.k.a. kind of a big deal. The #1 podcast, the #1 show in the country.
All right.
Mic check 1, 2.
All right. Let me get my microphone proper over here. All right, so let's get to our interview of the evening. You know what I mean? We over here at the Rock Da House Barbershop, the legendary Rock Da House Barbershop. Like, this is like the third location, fourth or third location?
That's a good question, man. Damn. This is the third.
This is the third location.
Third
right?
location.
But just the entity of Rock Da House as a shop, barbershop is just legendary, period. Wherever it is.
Damn, I'm gonna take it.
You know what I'm saying?
But we on the #1 podcast, the #1 hip hop podcast in the country.
I like
so
that.
it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for all the people in the building. We love hip hop. And we gonna change the celebration. We in the building. All right, we celebrating.
Wow, okay.
All right, we in the building. Let's turn it up. All right.
It's a celebration,
bitches.
It's a celebration, bitches.
Big facts.
Whoa.
Big facts.
Oh, wow. I didn't need to
Yo,
poke
and
up
also,
like that.
and
Thank you, sir.
for the people who are tuning into the listening audience, big shouts to the people on YouTube. We got Rock Da House in the building.
In
you know what I'm saying?
Motherfucking building.
We got Nabeezy, aka Nabob, in the building.
Let's check this out, man.
Underground legend.
Let's check this out, man. I gotta formally, for the We Love Hip Hop audience, formally reintroduce myself. You feel me?
Sir?
And it's
Brother?
Melanin Rich. You feel me?
Melanin Rich.
Melanin Rich. You know, for 2020 and beyond.
That's a big deal. A lot of deep meanings behind that. We got Sloogie Madoogie, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. Barber, a.k.a. You don't want to have a problem with him.
You don't
in
have
the building.
problems.
We got Isaiah Productions, Isaiah Visuals. We
Big
got
shouts to
Guttzy.
Isaiah.
We got Guttz.
Things.
Uncut. 2020, 2021 and beyond.
Yes.
#1 podcast in the country when it comes to hip hop.
Thank you.
Enough respect.
All right.
Enough respect.
More life.
So let's get right into it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sitting here with a legend. You know what? Before we even get into our interview, let's run a quick ad here for our sponsors here. Not bad. Let me just pull up our ad here. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here. Let me see if I can get my mic popping proper. There we go. Okay, so I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here. Shout out to our sponsor, Sovrin. Sovrin is a supporter of the We Love Hip Hop podcast and provides a wide variety of cannabis products and THC, CBDs and various THC and CBD in various forms like tinctures, vapes, topicals, and more.
Whether you're looking for recreational THC or medicated pure CBD products, Sovrin has you covered. I'm fucking nervous. I don't know why. The best quality products on the market. Everyone from athletes to rappers. People just curious about trying it. They love it. Sovrin's got you covered. Don't worry.
All right, and you can try Sovrin Extracts today by visiting themrgreen.ca and save 10% off when you order with the coupon code We Love Hip Hop.
That's 10% off of Sovrin Extracts products on the MrGreen.ca with the We Love Hip Hop discount code.
Scene. Big shots to Sovrin.
Yes.
Also, big shots to Hong Shing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know Hong Shing, the legendary restaurant.
Spicy shrimp.
You know what I'm saying? The one with the spicy shrimp. You know what I'm saying?
Late night pepper shrimp.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. So Hong Shing has been serving Toronto the best Chinese food since 1997. Hong Shing is trying to be what a 21st century Chinese restaurant should look like.
Focusing on building a brand on the 3 pillars of lifestyle, community, and restaurant, Hong Shing's believes in being more than a restaurant and an extension of the community by serving the community of Toronto over the years. It's more than just a restaurant, it's part of the lifestyle.
Staple favorites include the spicy shrimp, General Tao chicken, crispy beef, and Hong Shing released a new Pilsner beer recently in collaboration with Hometown Brew Company from Norfolk County. The goal of the beer is to elevate the experience of the Chinese takeout and delivery.
Hong Shing is offering a 15% off on online deliveries in Toronto with the We Love Hip Hop code. Order online at hongshings.com. For the follow us on Instagram, Hot Shing Toronto.
Scene. And use that code We Love Hip Hop as it's spelled.
This shit
You know what I'm saying? You got some
hit
of
me
them.
quick. That shit just hit my head.
Some of them
Boom.
bubbles. But yeah, man, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program.
And before you go into the regularly program, for all the independent companies, they gotta know, y'all gotta advertise, y'all gotta sponsor. We Love Hip Hop. Get your mind right. This is
Facts.
the future. They doing numbers. You already know. I just needed to put that out there.
Thank you.
way.
I appreciate
Yes, sir.
that.
Let's go.
It's
That
only
way.
going to get better.
That way.
Only going to get bigger. Only going to get better.
Yeah, man. Okay. So, Rock, this barbershop that we're at here, okay? Is this tell us about the first business that you opened.
The first business that I opened legitly or like
Legitimately.
on the books, believe it or not, I opened up a kiosk selling CDs and DVDs, which I registered and I was paying taxes and all of that. But that was the first legit business that I opened.
Okay.
At Rockwell. A lot of people know the history in the back of Rockwell.
Yeah. Young and Dundas.
Young and Dundas. 100 Bond Street, the jeans store. And I got that idea from traveling back and forth to New York.
Okay.
When you go to New York, you see like one store, but you will see 4 or 5 different businesses in one store. And that's when it clicked into my brain like, wait up. You just need a small space and you could just divide it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when I approached the big homie, R.I.P. to Rockwell.
R.I.P.
And it took me like 6 months to actually
Convince him.
that's the word. But we got it done and flying ever since.
The rest has been history since then.
Biggest move I ever made in my life. One of the biggest moves I ever made in my life.
And like, what do you think is one of the biggest struggles when you first started opening the shop?
Let me be honest with you, man. You're probably not going to like this answer though, but no struggles, man. Never had no
easy
struggles.
peasy?
Never easy peasy, but me knowing myself now, it is what it is, man. I have a firm saying where you are exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
So whatever struggles that seem like struggles back then, now looking back, it wasn't no struggles. It's just part of the journey. And part of the journey, you will have the bumps, you will have the obstacles, you will have the ups, you will have the downs. So you just asked me, what's the biggest struggles? Ain't no struggles, man. None. It's a perspective. It's a mindset.
And what year was that when you opened the shop?
It's a good question. Not shop, kiosk.
The kiosk.
What we in right now? 2000 and
2020.
So I'm thinking in like 96.
Wow.
Holy shit, man.
1996, 97.
Wow. So, were you rapping before that?
My future looking so bright, nigga. Keep my circle real tight, nigga.
I mean, you see, wow. I'm glad you just asked that question because rap, no, because, I used to DJ.
See, I was about to say, it was DJ Rock Da House for the longest time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but in my DJing days and making mixtapes and mix CDs and stuff like that, and I'm so happy that my boy is here because he's so instrumental in that whole part of my life where we used to take instrumentals and I'll rap over it, but like as a joke though. And what kills me today, this guy, Mr. Nabob, Nabeezy, still remember my lyrics. I don't remember my lyrics. He raps my lyrics to me all the time.
That's funny.
You're not gonna put him on the unless he wants to. But back then, I used to rap, put a little 16, and then I'll incorporate it in the mix. So I guess, but for fun.
No, I can understand that. There's some songs that I know from like artists that like they don't like. There was like a mixtape verse,
and
it's locked in.
Look at this. You want to give them one of my verses?
I used to be broke but never poor, and all this broke shit, man. The more I sit back in my fat leather seat and I have to grin. Mission accomplished, put my time in.
Quick little bars. Listen to me.
He be rapping to me and I'll be like, yo, fam, I don't even know my own shit. He's like, yo, fam. But anyway.
CD Hustler.
It's crazy.
CD Hustler #1 over here.
Yeah,
At least in Parkdale, I know that for a fact. Every corner store started pushing CDs on my block. Mixed CDs. Because of this dude right here.
The good old days.
Yo, so okay, can we get into that for a quick second? Because we also have Nabob in the building, right?
Starbucks.
Melanin Rich. Well, you know, whenever you feel comfortable
Melanin
calling
Rich.
me, I'll be
My
that.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Melanin Rich.
Yeah,
But
you know.
we met as
You
Nabob.
can even call me Brian. You feel me? It's all good.
Fly guy to bright guy. Yeah.
Right? But I remember when we met, you used to be like hustling CDs on the street. Like in
Hamilton, Calgary.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Ottawa, Montreal.
Everywhere.
Vancouver, everywhere.
So talk
all the
about
cracks,
that grind. Like,
crevices.
what inspired that? Like for you to like go all over the place with it, with the CDs.
I mean, yeah, rock was inspiration,
I
man.
knew you was gonna say that.
because you know
Cause I don't want to be on no cocky
Yeah, he
shit.
was like this,
but
yeah,
I was the inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
He started hitting up Ottawa, Montreal. I'm like, yo, give me some spots. He's like, nah. You didn't give me those spots. So
I didn't give you those spots?
Those spots, yo.
Oh,
I have to go
shit.
get my own spots, yo.
So wait a
Find
minute.
his own trap.
The spots, like, this is for the young bucks who are not aware of like how the CD grind, because everybody's doing everything digital now, right?
Distribution.
Right?
Distribution.
So
hubs.
there was like specific hot spots that people knew where to go to
Clothing
sell their mixed CDs.
stores, barbershops.
So okay, what was some of the
urban
hot spots? Between the two of y'all, what were some of the hot spots that people used to always go and know they can get their money back for selling their
Flea
CDs?
markets and urban stores, you name it. Flea markets, urban stores selling clothes for the young urban youth. The Timbs, the jeans, the Nikes, the barbershops, the salons, but that's about it.
Rock Da House got
Anywhere that they were selling hip hop. Anywhere that they were selling hip hop.
So you're talking about like when you go to a clothing store and people go buy some clothes, you could be able to find some mixed CDs there, or like I remember Belly used to make the stores drop CDs in the bag when people are buying clothes.
That's right.
So like which one, like the selling grind or the giveaway grind? Because there's two different grinds.
We were on all of those grinds
All of those grinds.
because we were marketers.
One of the things that actually got my name out there was I used to do the marketing and promotion for numerous stores in the city.
Okay.
That had chains. I don't want to call their names right now, but there were a few of my people, they owned 10 stores.
I know who you're talking about.
All right? A couple of them too. So I used to actually approach them, I know the owners, and I'll be like, listen to the music that you're playing. I'm going to make you a personalized CD, mentioning your name.
Jeez.
And when people spend $100, give them this for free. And I used to do, or press up, that's what we call it. We used to duplicate thousands of CDs.
Yeah.
And then they used to put it in the bag. And that just got the name boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's the free giveaway, but it's also marketing 101.
Yeah.
It's a bulk sale.
Yeah. One of the things I was seeing in the music video, or in the beginning of one of your music videos, it says from 2001 to 2006, you flew to Atlanta, Miami, New York, LA, and distributed your CDs from hand to hand.
True story.
Talk about that experience with us.
Again, started off right here locally, Young Street. People that know, I feel like I told this story a million times, but again, I'm on the #1 podcast in the country.
Jeez.
Everybody that knows, they know. I started off on Young Street, walking back and forth with a gym bag, selling my own CDs. I bought my first car off of that. So the hustle was sweet. After that...
Hold on. Breaks. You bought your first car off of mixed CDs?
I bought my first car off of selling CDs on Young Street.
What car was it? What color was it?
The first 4 or 5 cars I had, they were all red. And no, I'm not a gangbanger. No, I don't rep Bloods or none of that type of stuff. But it's just something that just happened. The first car I ever bought was a CRX. A CRX 2-door, rimmed up. I thought it was the best car in the world.
I remember that
CRX.
All right? This is facts. It's my first car I ever bought. Again, from CD Money. A CRX 2-door, rimmed up with the booming system. And so I bought that off of the CDs. And I used to go to all the flea markets, and I did that for years. And then, I mean, the story is deep, man. There's so much I could tell y'all. I don't even think we have time. But from there, that's when I took it to Montreal, across Canada. And then from there, I took it to the States. Miami, Atlanta, New York, everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. And this is a very interesting story. I'll give you the quick version. In hustling my CDs on Young Street, I met this dude, Charvet the Don. We're still friends today.
Okay.
I met him in front of Zanzibar from Detroit.
Yeah, shout out Zanzibar. Shout out Detroit.
Hustler from Detroit. And nobody knows what Charvet does, but he looked like a pimp dude, long hair, Jerry curl type of dude, whatever. He see me hustling my CDs, and he was like, hey, yo, what's up, man? And back then, I had my CDs looking like HMV.
Okay.
I got it pressed up, looking like the full package, legitly. I got in trouble for that, by the way, by the RCMP, but we're not going to get it. I was under investigation. But anyway, Charvet seen what I was doing, and he seen like this album that I was selling, and then he took one, he bought one, and then he looked at it, and he couldn't believe it. He was looking at the album, he thought it was an album that I was rapping, but he seen Jay-Z and 50 Cent and all the latest artists at the time. So we started rapping, and he was like, yo, you know what? I think I could sell this in Detroit.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, cool. He goes, check this out. Send me a box of 1,000. And he goes, ship it, FedEx, here's an account. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I've never done this before. Took the account, boom, went to FedEx, shipped the box.
Right.
He got it, distributed it. He used to send me money in the mail. So imagine a mail package come, and then you rip an envelope open, 5, 6, 7, 800, 1,200, 1,000, 800, 1,000, 1,200. Cash, US.
What the fuck?
Did that for years.
Yo.
Hold on, man. Yo, this is deep. This is real deep.
My head just blew.
So in doing that, I had this account, and he told me, because I said, listen, man, I got people in New York that want it. I got people in England that want it. I got people in Miami that want it. He said to me, yo, use my account. I was like, word? All right, boom. Took his account. I started shipping all over the US. I'm trying to give you the quick version because this is a long story. But I shipped a box to England. Battle Cat. Shout out to Battle Cat. Battle Cat called me and said, yo, Rock, you know what account you have? I said, yeah, my boy from Detroit, he got a company called Concord Records, whatever. He told me I could ship, boom, boom, boom. He said, nah, you got Warner Brothers in New York, Manhattan's account. Because I guess when he went to pick up his package, he looked on the computer, it said Warner Brothers, Manhattan, New York, the record label.
Whoa.
So I was doing this for about 2 years, thinking that it was my boy's account, Concord Records in Detroit, but it was really Warner Brothers' account.
Wow.
I never let Charvet know that I knew. And that's when I opened up the pipeline and I just started shipping all over the world. I did that for about 7, 8 years.
Wow.
All over the world on this account.
So, you said You say you didn't want to mention, but I'm sure that they came down on you for this shit.
After about 8 years.
Wow.
So in doing that, I used to go to New York every 2 weeks. I had a girlfriend over there too, so I'm killing 2-3 birds with one stone. Shipping. I used to buy stuff in New York. I used to, no pun intended. I used to buy stuff in New York. I used to ship it back to Canada. From Canada, I used to ship stuff to New York. And I was doing that for years. Boom, boom, boom. I got to know almost all the tellers, you want to call them, the service people for FedEx. They got to know me on a personal level. They used to call me Canada.
Okay.
Hey, yo, what up, Canada? What up, Canada? What up, Canada? And the last day everything crumbled, I went in, I bought some stuff from New York to ship back to Canada. And the lady, because she knows me, she was like, yo, check this out. There's a report on the file saying that there's a lot of fraud on this account and shut it down. You can't, da-da-da. She let me know in advance. So now I'm looking at all these boxes that I have to ship. And if anybody knows, shipping FedEx, especially Express, is very expensive. So what do? Back then, I'm not even gonna lie, back then I was selling fake Jordans and fake Nikes and all types of bootleg shit, right? So I got like 10 boxes, 8, 9, 10 boxes. And I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna embarrass myself or? So then I had to pull out the cash and I had to pay, you know what I'm saying? And that was the end of it. Like the account got canceled. But again, I did this for 8 years.
That's a long run.
It's
A
amazing,
very long run.
It's amazing.
And you being the smart guy that you are, imagine the numbers that we were doing. Imagine what we generated financially. Imagine. You know what I'm saying? It was a very, very long run.
Oh, that's crazy.
And nobody knew what I was on. And that's why you will see the big whips, the big jewelry, the big chain, the VIP lifestyle.
Yo, Rock, is this an exclusive?
I told this story a couple of times, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
On like YouTube or something?
I told this story a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, Rock, in the shop or like I'm talking about like we're on a podcast.
Nah. We never told this story before like this. But I'm giving you the quick version though.
He's giving us the crib notes.
the crib notes are fucking good, dog.
Now you get the best points.
Basically, that's really how I got my name out there, and that's how I developed myself, and that's how I built myself up, man. And that's why I said struggles, you are exactly where you need to be. You are where you are, and you are where you're supposed to be at the moment.
Yeah.
And again, looking back, that's when I realized, because even back then, there was a lot of hurdles and ups and downs, but that's really how I did it.
Yo, Rock, this is the first time I'm actually finding this out, and I've known you for a long fucking time, bro.
Yeah. But we don't go around broadcasting certain things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's insane, yo. So, okay, you have some like classic music videos, like now that you mention all of these different things, right?
Right.
Can you take us through that one video? It's like In My City.
City moving major bricks. 11 multiplied that by 36.
Right. Probably one of the biggest songs I had.
How many locations did you shoot that one fucking day, bro?
One, before I even get into that, I need people to know I was never trying to be that guy in terms of rapping. I'm not going to call their names. I was always the guy behind the scenes. There are people right now who's prevalent. There's people right now who's in the world. There's people right now who are signed to major labels. We're not going to call their names. That I had a hand in them in terms of I took them, curated them, invested in them. And long story short, nothing came of it. No paperwork, no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I tried to do the whole paperwork thing, people scattered and acted weird. So that whole rap thing was me saying, there's so many stories I could tell you, man. You know about Ambush TV?
I remember Ambush TV very clearly.
You remember Ambush TV DVD magazine, where I used to go to BET Awards and I used to interview all the artists and even all of that. That almost had me bankrupt because I was investing in so many artists and shooting their videos and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. And again, You climb, you fall. So when I jumped behind the camera saying, you know what? I was trying to tell people this is not as hard as you're making it seem. I'm gonna show y'all how easy this is.
Yeah.
And then I had the links in New York and LA and Miami, and so it was a little bit easier for me. And then I used to DJ. I have a lot of DJ friends. So it's easier for me to get a song popping than a guy who is just trying to ting. By the way, a lot of my so-called DJ friends, you know how that go, they hate. I'm thinking I know 100 DJs and only 20, 30 DJs is playing your shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it go. But For My City
thing back then too.
Basically, so you get it, right?
Yeah.
But For My City was a song that I did, very catchy. I came up with that whole concept driving to New York by myself, and I was in the car playing instrumentals. Back then, you remember Guttz? We used to have the instrumental CDs. And I remember driving to New York and I was just on some like, I'm in Toronto, where I do it big. Everybody, and the shit just, and I was like, oh shit, this shit is mad
Just
catchy. You know what I'm saying? So that just stuck in my head. It was a freestyle, whatever. I came back to Toronto. I got the beat and I did the song. And shout out to Czar. We sat down in a donut store.
Okay.
The day before what's it called when you get that grant? The grant, what's it called? Video Fact. The day before it was expired, like meaning you had to have in your song by 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Monday. We went to a donut store on the Sunday and we handed in a treatment and all of that, maybe 50 minutes before it was expired.
For your deadline.
Before the deadline. I forgot about it, and then 2 months later, congratulations, you got a grant.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, what the hell? I'm not no rapper. I'm a dude in the street selling CDs and DVDs, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And long story short, I got $13,000 from the government.
Wow.
So $13,000, that's a whole nother story too. But stories for days. But that video, you can go check it out. Your boy Rock Da House, For My City. And this is
Classic.
a long time ago. It seems like it's a long time
classic.
ago.
I'm in
song.
Toronto, where we do it big.
Yeah. So I got $13,000.
That video was nice though.
Appreciate it.
It was hard to get video facts back then. How did you get a video
But that's my whole point. We did it. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I forgot that we did it. And 2 months later, I got an email saying, congratulations. So that's why, I was just like, whoa, what the hell? I'm not no rapper, dude. You know what I'm saying? So it was just by the luck of the draw.
You're like the non-rapper who did a lot of rapper things.
All right, so you get it then. You get it.
Yo, really quick. You're talking about ambush. Do you have a crazy ambush interview or behind the scenes that you could talk about?
Yes.
Because you've interviewed like Jesus Christ, everybody from Canada to
the US.
US, everywhere.
I mean,
I know a few, obviously, but do you want to say one?
I'll give you a quick thing that just came to mind.
Yes, Ambush DVD talk.
Ambush DVD, Miami, the BET Awards, on a bus with Webby and Boozy. I told you the story?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
This is the one.
All right. This one
what
was
he
never
wanted to hear.
This is the one. on the bus with Webby and Boozy. And back then I had a big chain, you know what I'm saying? The Rock Da House chain, whatever. And we walked on the bus. We talked to management and they said, yeah, all right, cool. You can interview them and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I remember just walking on the bus and looking around and just feeling mad uncomfortable because you just seen all the goons and then the weed smoke and you know what I'm saying? And they watching my chain and so I'm interviewing, but I'm like, so I'm looking at them looking at me. And I just remember saying, yo, let's wrap this interview quick because I honestly felt like I was gonna get robbed. You know what I'm saying? And to see Boozy where he is, he had a lot of trials and tribulations. He went to jail for a murder and came out.
He was on death row.
You know what I'm saying? So to see that and see where he is today, and then Webby, I know he's doing his thing. Webby, those guys are really not faking it. They really are what you see on camera. For real. Like it's a lifestyle for those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the most interesting interviews that I did.
Give me some more.
But
Give us more.
Yeah, because like Ambush DVD, like y'all went around a lot of places.
But I mean, after a while,
big.
not to sound too cliche, but after you interview one person, man, and you just realize it's kind of the same. Everybody got a different story, but it's an industry. And in the industry, believe it or not, one of the VPs from, what's the name of that label? I think Sony, G. Nelson.
Okay.
He said to me, and I'll never forget it, the industry is really small. Meaning, yeah, you see all these rappers and all these singers and artists, but they're only key players that run the game.
Yeah.
And in me doing that run for Ambush DVD and traveling and whatnot, going to New York, I went to Atlanta a lot, and I was in Miami, and I was in LA. You see the same faces. So they started, again, my nickname was Canada. They didn't call me Rock. Hey, yo, what up, Canada? Yo, what up, Canada?
Yeah.
Yo, what up, Canada? You know what I'm saying? So I remember pulling up to the BET Awards one time, and, you know, we pulled up to the gate. They got guys with some big M16 machine guns, and we pulled up to the gate, and I guess I looked like a rapper. I didn't have no pass, no nothing.
Yeah.
And the security looked in. He saw my chain. Artist, open the gate, and we just drove in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got one pass, and we just used to, boom, I take my pass off, hand it
Pass
to the
it
next
up.
guy,
Yeah.
boom, he take
Pass
it
it
off,
up.
pass it to the next guy.
Yeah.
So one pass will get like 6, 7 of us in.
Crazy.
And then, you know, we amongst the Kanye Wests, the Jay-Z's, the Cam'rons, the Dipset was hot back then. You know what I'm saying? And the same shit, man. But it was a lot of fun. I can't lie. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it.
It's like,
It's crazy. No, I'm just listening. I'm taking it in.
Yeah.
I'm just absorbing it all.
Rap City, you did the basement too.
Rap City, the basement with Big Tigger.
Oh,
There was a couple other hosts too. Yeah, man. Again, hustling, man. I remember being in Toronto, my homeboys in the basement by my mom's house, smoking weed, drinking. And I remember sitting down looking at the TV, and I said, yo, you know what? I'm going in the basement. And everybody said, man, shut up, man. Get the fuck out of here. I said, watch. It took me
Rap City, the basement.
Rap City. We were sitting in the basement watching the TV, and I just said, watch, I'm going on the basement. It took me about 2.5 years, but I made it happen.
Sick.
Hey, that's an accomplishment.
How I made it happen, that's a whole nother story. I got stories for days, man.
Take us through.
That's gonna be the title. I got stories for
Stories
days.
for days. The memoirs of Rock Da House.
Like, take us through that moment. Like, you're going to Rap City in the basement. Like, we used to be like, we used to watch that religiously.
That was the show.
You know
That
what
was
I'm saying?
it. Big Tigger.
So take you through what? What exactly?
Like, just that whole process of getting there. You know,
What was the
like,
experience
What was
like
the
when you were
behind
there?
the scenes looking like?
When I used to do my distribution and I was in the States, again, I had this account that I was shipping all over the place. That's when online just became popular. I sat there and I would go online. This is all part of the grind, part of the hustle. And I used to go into Detroit. I'll look for all the record stores. After that too.
Wow.
So we developed a friendship, and I could call up anytime I want because I'm dropping that bag. Yo, I want to be on there in March. All right, let me know what day. Yo, April. Yo, March, April, May, June. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Okay.
and that's how I got into the BET Awards in LA and whatnot, through the relationships I developed.
Yo, Rock, you know, like, this is like exclusive, like, music
Fam, I
industry.
can tell you,
like,
again, I got so many stories to
Stories
tell.
for days.
I got
But,
so
like,
many stories
This
to
is like
tell.
music industry behind the scenes,
Insider
like,
stuff.
Insider stuff. Like, people don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody's supposed to know this.
I mean, at this point, man, come on, man. It don't even matter to me no more, right?
No, it's like it's way in the past,
Right.
Right, and like, but
So
like,
it don't even matter. I'm
we
glad
make
that
it
you
still
talk about
matters.
this.
It still
because
matters.
people, they see you when you're successful and when you reach a certain plateau, but they really don't know what went behind. They don't know the sleepless nights. They don't know the bus rides, the train rides, the
Trapped
driving to New York by yourself,
Duplicating CDs.
getting locked up. Oh, man, we got stories for days. For
Okay.
days.
So let's go to that, and because you guys had the store, there was hella mixtapes going on,
Right.
right? And then I remember DJ Drama was going through his thing,
Right.
right, where him and Don Cannon were like, their studio was raided and they hit them for mad mixtapes and something like money laundering, all types of shit they try to hit them for.
Right.
You guys dealt with something similar with the mixtape thing, no?
Right. I mean, the store dealt with something like that, similar. And also, I dealt with something like that. A lot of people don't know this one, though. Because I was doing my CDs, I mean, I could talk about it now. So many years has
Past
passed.
the statute of limitations.
Time's up.
All right? There was a company in Markham by the name of Duplium.
Okay.
And Duplium used to press CDs for the major labels. Hence the reason my CDs used to look like an album, a legit album with a barcode and everything.
Nice.
So again, I used to press up thousands. Like, I don't even think people know. Thousands. But long story short, because I started distributing, I had this barcode, the RCMP, because of the labels, they started complaining, who is this guy putting out albums with all our artists, the Jay-Z's, the Kanye Wests and whatnot. Again, I'm giving you the quick version. There's too much to talk about.
But how did the labels catch wind of it?
I mean, come on, man. I'm on BET now, pushing CDs. It's in every store, and then a lot of bootlegs. And at one point in time, you walk through the Eaton Center, every other store is playing your CD. Rock Da House, Rock Da House. You remember that? So now your name is out there. Now you're on TV. Now you flossing. People don't like that. People start complaining.
You don't remember they made it illegal to sell mixtapes in this city?
Yeah, I remember.
Right?
They made it illegal because the hustle was so good. Mans was eating
I
off
don't
of
even
it.
think. I don't even think. I mean, house money.
It's levels.
House
Eating.
money,
Mans
car
was
money.
eating.
You know what I'm saying? Car, house money. I mean, we were young and dumb, so we fucked off the money, but a lot of paper was made. A lot of
Facts.
money was made.
A lot of
But
nice
long
eating.
story short, they looked into the there's a what's the code on a CD that it knows the company. There's a code, so they will know the
SRC
company.
code.
You know, they know the company that made it. They went to the company and they wanted to know who is this guy that's blah 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 blah. I remember I had another order. I'm not going to tell you for how many. And I went in and the CEO of the company pulled me in his office. He said, "Yo, we need to talk."
You're fire, son. You're hot.
Right? So, went into his office, and again, we developed a relationship. This is 3-4 years. You know, you're a nice guy. You know the talk. You know, and this and that. But, yeah, AKA, you're hot. The RCMP came in here. They wanted to know who you were.
Sorry to inform you, brother.
So I'm sorry, we could no longer do business with you.
Wow.
Cut me off. I'm stressed out. Because I'm thinking another thing that got my name out there was the quality of my product.
Yeah.
Like anything else, the quality. So now, damn, where am I going to get this quality and continue my wave?
Yeah.
And that's when I had to scramble and find other companies and find other people and then buying the duplicating machines. And that's a whole nother story. But
I got stories for days.
story for days. That's the name of the memoirs.
Yo, so tell us about the clothing line, because you started a clothing line called Kilo, and you have Kilo wine here, like
Kilo wine, Kilo jewelry. Kilo is
So it's more than a clothing line; it's just a full brand.
I mean, it's a brand. And I'm not here to front. I'm kind of falling back from it because the grind is deep and it's not fast enough money. If I'm not trying to say too much, but Kilo stands for Keeping It Love Only, KILO.
Okay.
Keeping It Love Only. The majority of the people, the first thing you hear Kilo, what do you think of?
Kilo.
Get a negative
Kilo is 1,000 grams, man.
All right. So, you know, we started a clothing line, the sweaters, the T-shirts, which I still have today. The drink. So I got my own wine. I got 3 flavors.
Nice.
I'm not really pushing it as much. Because I'm a dude, like, I'm excited, man. I wake up, I have an idea, I jump. Sometimes I don't do the research. I don't do my due diligence. I always wanted a drink with my name on it.
Yeah.
Watching the Puffies and all these guys, you know, Ciroc and all of that. And then you do it, and then when you do your research, you realize, damn, this is a big boy game. Meaning, to do it and do it right, you gotta invest.
Lots of money.
You gotta have You know what I'm saying? At least $1 million.
Backers,
To
investors.
do it and do it right, you have to have at least $1 million to invest.
That's a fact.
You want to do the clothing line? A lot of these guys walk around saying, I got a clothing line. You don't got a clothing line. You got a shirt with a name on it, which I'm not knocking. It's a brand. But when you talk about lines, it's more in depth. You want to go to China. You want to go to Bangladesh. You want to go to India. You know what I'm saying? To get that price point. And then, but you know how that goes. So I kind of fell back from it. We still do it. You know I sell jewelry as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I also sell jewelry, gold, diamonds, silver. My partner is Amma. He's really the jeweler. I'm his partner.
Okay.
Where you come to me, I go there.
Consultant.
Boom, something like that.
Consultant.
So I'm just letting you know, if you want jewelry, diamonds, gold, holla at your boy.
Might have to get a We Love Hip Hop pendant. Hey.
Boom, done deal, and I'll hook you up. Cheaper than anybody else.
Real estate.
Landlord.
Everybody.
You do real estate too?
Boom. We in the real estate game as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, trying a thing.
That's what they mint. Most millionaires are minted first in real estate, man.
So I remember, again, I'm glad that you said that. Back in my days in DJing and doing publications and interviews, I used to tell people that, not saying I'm ashamed of that word DJ, but I always knew I wanted to be more than just a DJ. That's why even today, 2020, 2021, when a young adult come to me and say, yo, what do you do, fam? What do you do? Like, what you into? Yo, I'm a rapper. You a rapper? Like, you just want to be a rapper? Back in the day, DJ, yo, you just a DJ? I'm a businessman. I'm a brand. I'm an entrepreneur. And the DJing is just to get you out to an audience for you to be able to market something else. And I always thought like that from day one. Once you have an audience, you have a core 1,000 people following you or 100 even. Imagine 100 people giving you $50 every week, every other week, or every month. You do the math. You can sell them anything you want. You know what I'm saying? So that was always my vision back in the day. I'm gonna get my name popping. I'm gonna be this DJ guy. But then after the DJ, I'm gonna open some clothing stores. And then after, I'll do the barbershop. And then after, restaurants or lounges or clubs. And
so you had to
diversify.
Diversification, yes.
So you had this in your mind from like way before, like you were already forward thinking.
When I first started even hustling, that was the plan.
Wow.
To get my name up there, get my brand up, and just turn myself into an entity.
That's fucking sick.
And I'm gonna say this though, since we're on the topic, it's hard being where we are, the demographics, and being in Canada. It's not easy, man, in terms of support, especially from our own community. It's if you take what, for example, the perfect example, We Love Hip Hop. Look at the work that you guys put in. I'm sitting back watching you guys. You guys are passionate. You guys put in a lot of work. I don't even think a lot of people know the work that you guys put in. Imagine if you were in a market like LA or Chicago or New York. You'll be so much more bigger.
That's one way of looking at it. But at the same time, their market is so much bigger that we might be a very small fish.
Let me say it again. Let me say it again. You didn't hear what I just said. Look at the work and the passion that you guys are putting into it. The work, and I personally think a man from Toronto, because we're so accustomed hustling so hard, we go to the States and we flourish. We work 10 times, 20 times harder than a regular American. We've been doing that from day one. We hustle so hard to get so little.
So little, so fast.
Just listen to what I'm saying and visualize what I'm saying. We've been hustling so hard to get so little. You go in a bigger market, what do you think that's going to do for you? I'm telling you, with the passion and the drive that you guys have, you go in a bigger market, you will become bigger. Just because of the hustle behind, the energy that you guys are putting into it.
Hey, thank you, man. We appreciate that, man.
But not just this alone, anything. Music, production, clothes, whatever.
Yo, one thing I never, like, for the amount of years, and I don't know if you know her, where did you grow up, man? Like, what part of the city?
A lot of people, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say it. I actually grew up in Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So I was born here in Canada, Left here as a baby. Went to Trinidad. Left Trinidad when I was 15 and a half, going on 16.
Holy shit.
Went to New York, Brooklyn, New York. And then from Brooklyn, New York, I came to Toronto. So to me, I went straight into grade 9. To me, it was a brand new place. I never been here because, again, I left it when I was a baby.
Wow.
Interesting.
Exclusive on the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
Grew up in Trinidad.
Yo.
When I first came here, I went straight to Scarborough, Candlish, Lawrence, and Kennedy. I went to a school named Winston Churchill.
Oh, wow.
Right next door. I lived right across the street, was late every day.
It's because you lived across the street.
Because I lived across the street.
That's why you're late every
It don't
day.
make no sense.
I live across the street. I'm good. Don't
It
worry.
don't make no sense.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I got time today. I didn't have time yesterday, but I got time today.
Shout out to the Candlish boys.
Oh, man. Wow.
So I'm a Trini. Shout out to all the Trinis.
Okay. Where are we at here? Shit, we were at 48 minutes. I didn't even realize that we were talking this long on stuff, man. You guys are good, right? You're cool? Okay. Craziest moment you ever had in a barbershop?
Too many fucking stories, man.
Give us the craziest
camera,
one.
but I don't know if you can put those ones on camera.
One that can be on camera that you can talk about on camera.
Craziest moment, Sloogie Madoogie. I mean, damn. So many stories, but I'm going to give you out one.
Okay.
I don't want to call no names. Sloogie, actually, funny enough, Sloogie was there.
Sloogie, you want to get on the mic? You got the mic right here.
They had some little street politics. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes from region. I got so many stories, man. But long story short, I'm gonna give you all the quick version or break it down quick.
Okay.
Some hood politics. You know, I'm diplomatic. I got a magazine. I'm introducing and interviewing so many people from different sides of the cities. Guys who's beefing with certain dudes. And again, this is the quick version. With the politics with certain other dudes, these dudes getting at this guy, want to clap him and rob him and This guy's in his feelings. He feels, damn, Rock did a video and this guy is standing next to Rock in his video? What the fuck? In his feelings. So he had a personal vendetta against me. Is it really me? Not really me, but he's frustrated. He wants to get back at somebody.
Yeah.
Back then, I got the big Rock Da House chain swinging.
You're the accessible person.
I'm the accessible person. Sloogie, you remember this story? Yeah. Long story short, homeboy and his little team came to the shop when we were closing, and their intentions was to rob me, basically. Why? Because Rock is standing next to my op. I seen that guy in your video. So fuck that. Not only that, I'm looking bad in the hood. Niggas is making me look bad in the hood. I gotta do something to get some type of stripes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me, you know, breaking it down how I could break it down. But, you know, they came into the store. I ain't gonna front. I'm there, boom, got jammed up. They didn't really, I didn't have my chain on that day. And, you know, they grabbed a couple hats and And for the most part, I was hurt because this is a dude that I genuinely care for and I, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with. But that was a slap in my face. And again, I got so many other stories like that where downtown Toronto, shit moves fast.
Anything can happen.
You know, downtown Toronto, you put in an order, you can get it in 24 hours.
Facto.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But then coming from Trinidad and then going to New York, Toronto is still, as fast as it is, it's still kind of slow.
Oh, for sure.
Not a New York minute.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been in, I'll give you a quick story. I've been in New York at the bootleg spots. These guys is making 30, 40, 50,000 in a day. This is 10, 12 years ago. Bootleg spots making 50, 60, 70,000 in a day. I seen it with my own two eyes. So much money, they have a vacuum. They used to boop, 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 and they will have a vacuum and they suck it up. Zoop.
Crazy.
The zoop. And,
like the tubes.
And tubes. They'll tie up 10 grand, 20 grand, and they will suck it up. It goes in a room. Nobody knows where this room is.
Hella dollar
Just
bills.
goes through the tubes.
Long story short, you know how it is. Just like the trap, just like, you know what I'm saying? The D-game. It's illegal. What does a person who's trying to come up do to illegal spots? It's a quick come up.
You try to rob them.
I've walked in to so many robberies, it's not funny. I've been in bootleg spots that's been jammed while I'm there. There's a story one time in Harlem where one guy actually got shot. This Haitian kid got shot. And the second guy that was in there jumped out the window. The third floor. Jumped out the window, boop, 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 broke his ankles, broke his legs.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? One time I was in there, some dudes came in. Yep, you already know what time it is. I took off. I had some new shades. I'll never forget it, some Prada shades on the top of my head. I ran, jumped off the stairs, boom, it fell. I just left it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the shades.
Wow.
Tell my cousin, yo, the spot I just got robbed there. But anyway, I got stories for days.
That's
you know
gonna
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
track. I got
real
stories
shit.
for
I got
days.
stories for days.
Okay, so last couple of questions now that we're talking about all that action shit. Because even bringing it back to our city, we got hella action, right? Our city over the last year, 2 years has been just ridiculous, right? And we ask this to every guest that's been on our podcast. You know, Guttz asks it on his podcast, the 6 Views Uncut podcast, right? What do you think that we could do to bring down the gun violence in the city?
What we could do to bring down the gun violence. From outside looking in, again, man, I meditate on this, I watch. These kids, they need mentors, they need guidance. I don't know if it's parental guidance, but they need maybe OGs to pull them in and show them a better way, or show them another way. I wouldn't even say a better way, but show them another way, because I'm glad that you asked me that question, because this is something that I think about. A lot of these kids, in my opinion, they out here beefing and shooting and killing and shooting, but when you really look at it, what is it all for? It's really for what? Clout? Like my name, your brand, your hood. You know what I'm saying? It's not even for a bag. It's not even for $500,000, $250,000, or it's really, oh, fuck you, fuck that set. So what is it really all about? So, and I'm listening to all these guys. I could call so many names I'm not gonna call, because I watch and I study this shit.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids, they're very talented.
Super talented.
Super, I'm glad that you just said that. Not me, just me alone. They're so talented, but they're just focused on the wrong things.
Energy's in the wrong place.
Focused on the wrong things. And if they only knew, but then again, we are exactly where we need to be. Maybe if they live 5 years from now, it will click. At one point in time, I was a knucklehead. I did that.
Knuckleheads.
If I tell people, because I'm not even that guy, I'm a nice dude, and my energy is just so much different. Like I vibrate on a different level. But at one point in time, I need to say this. I used to listen to Mobb Deep back in the day.
Yep.
My first 22, 32, I used to play around with. I used to get guns from New York. Again, I'm going to say this because I'm not even that guy now.
That's the statute of limitations.
I used to listen to hip hop, Mobb Deep, and I wanted to shoot somebody. I used to tell this to some of my friends, but again, I'm saying this right now because I was vibrating on a low level. Imagine listening to some music and being so hyped and saying, I can't wait to.
Yeah.
Imagine having, and yo, if a man just talk to me wrong, I just want to feel how it, you know what I'm saying? And now I can't even fathom. Now, where I'm trying to live, I'm trying to be in the islands, you know what I'm saying? Properties over here making me residual income, some baddies on my side, sipping champagne,
The thing is, these
drive
kids
whatever I want, wear whatever I want, go wherever I want. I'm trying to live a good life.
These kids
You know
aren't
what I'm
thinking
saying?
like that, though.
The kids are thinking today for today.
That's it.
But my point really is, I used to be that kid. So I get it. So that's why I said, these kids, they need parental guidance. They need an OG. They need, my advice, any little kid or any kid that's in the game or whatever, get with a person who's older, a person who's been there, done that, and a person who has a certain sense of success, and just vibe with them. Kids today, they want to rob. They want to rob the OG. They want to rob the plug. They want to rob their mentor. I've been in situations, I'm not going to call no names, where I was mentoring certain kids, not knowing they're trying to line me up.
Crazy.
I'm giving you energy and telling you and showing you and giving you and you just looking at me as food.
Madness.
So again, the kids need guidance, and the gun thing is like, what we could do bro, we just need to just talk to these kids, man. You, me, you. You know what I'm saying? If you could just give them a word or pull them in something different, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's sad to say, maybe it's gonna get a little bit worse, especially the times that we're living in. And it's not even a Toronto thing, it's a world thing. Because killings and shootings, Chicago, New York, LA, all over, the Caribbean is just going up.
Yeah.
So it seems like we're living in an angry time. It seems like we're living in a dark, gloomy, I like to say, there's a dark cloud over us. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know if it's financial. I don't know if it's marital. I don't know if it's, but we as human beings, we just seem like we're just angry for whatever the reason might be.
Yeah.
So do I have the answers? I really don't. But if you could reach out, use your voice, or you could touch one human being and try to show them a different way, I suggest you do that. I try to do it.
Rock the house.
Gems.
Rock the house
I
with a
tried to do
message.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I guess the last question, before we get to our last segment here, what's the biggest accomplishment that you feel that you've had in over your lifetime right now to where we are? Because there's still more to go.
So my biggest accomplishment thus far, because of how my mind works, I don't even know, man, because where I see myself, I always have a saying, where I came from, where I am, and where I'm going, the way my mind works, I ain't do nothing yet, man. You know what I'm saying? And I need everybody to know we're all kings. I feel like I'm a king.
You are.
I feel like there's nothing I can't do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've made it, and I'm not even talking financial and money. I feel rich. I feel wealthy. I'm not talking materials and money. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think like I figured it out, I'd say 7, 8, 9 years ago. In terms of vibrations and energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nabob, he's on the same wave. Shout out to my boy Isaiah, Guttz, my boy Sloogie Madoogie. Everything, and again, you know, it sounds cliche. It's all about vibes, man, and vibrations
Life
and
is
energy.
what you make it. Life is what you make it.
You know what I'm saying? So my biggest accomplishment, man, and I've done so much, I've accomplished so much, but I have not even accomplished anything yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to have, just to let you know, I want to have at least 50 kids. So I'm looking for candidates.
Ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies.
So what number you at now?
I just got one.
So you have 49 more to go, ladies.
But just know that we are signing contracts. You will be taken care of. The kid will be taken care of. But no court business, no child support business. But I'm trying to have 50 kids.
So, okay, in this trying to have 50 kids, since you brought this up, is it multiple, like it's one, obviously it's not going to be one baby mother, but is it like multiples with multiple children, or are you going to have 49, 50 baby moms? Like, what? Like, how are you trying to do
I'm
this?
looking for proper candidates.
Okay, all right, so
taking applications.
He's taking applications. All right, ladies, you heard it here first.
Yo, Friday, sorry, really quick. You had the interview with the boy, man.
Had trouble naming their favorite rapper. Most of them getting older. None of them in the trap. And in reality, they working, but none of them on the map.
The boy, Drizzy?
Yeah.
Drake. Shout out to Drizzy Drake.
Way back before he was what he was. Like, how did you even get that interview one? And what was that like?
I mean, back then, Drake wasn't even like, he wasn't the Drake that he is today.
Yeah.
So, this is me being completely honest. I didn't even know of him. He was brought to me his name was brought to me by some other cats in the camp. Shout out to Drew G. And they were like, yo, there's this kid. He's on Degrassi. He's trying to do the music thing right now. And we looked into it. And I listened to his music. It was all right. It's not like I was a huge fan. I'm not going to lie. And I have to say this. Meeting Drake back then, because I don't even think he knew he was going to be this big.
Yeah.
But one thing I do recognize, he was confident. And you could go online and take this. You could look at the interview that I did with him. This is before he signed to Cash Money and all of that.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to get best writer, best songwriter, best rapper, best album. He was saying that. When was this? How long ago was this?
2000.
Right? He said, he said back then, I'm going to the top. He projected it. And to see where he is today is mind-blowing. And I just feel happy to even be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chubbs. Shout out to Preem and Gilla. And because I know all them guys. I used to work with all of them, shooting them videos in the hood, Kingston and Galloway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to the man.
Shout out to Drizzy Drake, man. One of the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If not the biggest.
Yeah.
So,
man.
Story for days, man.
Stories for days.
And he always gives the quick version.
I
have to because we'll be here till 7 in the morning.
Yeah, man.
Well, the video didn't end till